Some composers collect gongs the size of a garage. I collect virtual drums that keep shaking the room even after I've gone to bed. Live from the spare bedroom orchestra pit, I'm Kitarraman. In the last episode, we reviewed the harps and pianos in my template. Today we're moving up a few steps to the section that goes bang. Percussions. If you missed the episode, check my profiles feed. With percussions, the road was bumpier than with other sections. Mainly because I had to learn what I actually needed as I went. I started with Complete Ultimate and with the trusty old Kontakt factory library. Trusty, not feature-rich. No tremolo articulations, for example. Instead, you'd fake it by alternating duplicated notes over different octaves. It kind of worked, but between the finger gymnastics...
I was something of an athlete, you know. Yes. I was known as the Pavlova of the parallels. Yes.
And the limited round robins, the machine gun effect was always lurking.
Yes, it's all coming back now. Yes, I remember.
Hi, this is Kitarraman from the editing room with a little PSA. I went to demonstrate and record what I actually told you about the library, and I discovered I was misremembering things. The Kontakt factory library came with 2 instruments for the timpanis, with one featuring exclusively the one-shots and the other one featuring both tremolo and one-shots. I wanted to set the record straight and apologize for any misinformation I may have caused. Let's go back to the video. Upgrading from Symphony Essentials to Symphony Collection gave me Symphony Percussion by Sonuscore. It had a decent reputation, but in my template it never stood out. Around the same time I tested out Spitfire's free BBC Symphony Orchestra. Noble effort, but again, Symphony Percussion stuck around longer. I even flirted with the idea of buying 8Dios percussions. You know, the kind, epic trailer hit and all that. But eventually bought Audio Imperia Nucleus. It stayed for a while until CinePerc showed up and dropped the bass. That was the real reason I got the Cine Symphony bundle. CinePerc had what I didn't know I was waiting for. Deep low end, thunder without the Hollywood exaggeration, and enough flexibility for classical mock-ups. These days, CinePerc is still my go-to, but I've been testing Spitfire Symphony Orchestra's percussion alongside it. CinePerc has nice touches. Mallet control via key switches, tremolo articulation on dedicated keys, and octave hits, but also a few quirks. Let's talk timpani. The soft to hard mallet control is fantastic, but switching mic presets can drastically change the tone. Danny Sands preset? Chef's kiss. Anything else? It's work. The kind of work that should come with a list of 11 more labors and a lion's belt. Especially if you are starting with a dry signal. It aids so much time I might as well add demigod to my business card. And then there are the release times. A low drum that rings for 5 seconds is not exactly what you want in a fast passage. I adjusted release controls, but that only fixed one-shots. Timpani rolls were hopeless. I even dove into Kontakt's backend. No dice. Tried Spitfires too. Same problem. Honestly, I might revisit Symphony Percussion until I give True Strike 1 or Lineage Percussion, both by Project Sam, a proper chance. And that wraps up today's rundown. If you've ever battled release tales that lasted longer than your patience, pass this on. Someone out there needs to know they're not alone. I'm Kitarraman, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.